Okay. All right. Certification courses. There are several. I offer conscious erotic touch, sex doula, sacred sex coach. I do training for intimacy guides and surrogates. I'm sorry, sacred intimates, erotic embodiment practitioner, and also we have professional cuddling now available. This is the working side, right? Also have the Loving Academy of Business Arts, which is an online postgraduate academy and mastermind group for all sexuality professionals. I have a residency program coaching the erotic and internships where you come here and stay with me in, in the country jungle. And then also I offer mentorship, so online mentorship for all sexuality professionals that are trying to get themselves into a space where they want to really be more successful in their work, and also to offer mentorship to sex workers, on a more strategic, structured basis. So let's talk about level one, because that's what's coming up next. Level one, first of all, what is conscious erotic touch? Some of you, I know I have quite a few level one completers. Go ahead, and if you completed level one certification, raise your hand or say hi in the chat. Let everybody know that you are a level one certified conscious erotic touch practitioner. People would love to see you and know where you're at. You probably have some new friends in here that have questions for you. A conscious erotic touch is somewhere between massage therapy, talk therapy, cuddle therapy, and erotic dance. And this is where we guide the lover home to their body. So we invite and invigorate the body, and we remind the person that we are sexual beings and that our entire body is actually a sexual organ. There's so much focus on genital sex. And that's an easy button. When I first started as a massage therapist, I completed massage therapy school, 500 plus hours in 2004. And when I first started in massage therapy, I was offering sex work at the time with hand jobs, happy endings. And there was just such a heavy focus on the genitals before I learned about Tantra for that year, before I learned what Tantra was, and how much more access to the body we really have through breath and mindfulness. And that really shifted my work. But before then, and for all of us, really, like, we learned sex, like penis and vagina. Don't let your penises touch certain things. Don't let your vaginas, don't get pregnant, don't get diseases, don't share it with other people. Like, just the genitals, right? So this is different. This is inviting us home to our entire bodies. These sexological bodywork sessions invite the lover to explore all of the sensations. We talk about sensual massage. What are we talking about? We're talking about our 5, 6, 7 senses, right? All of these senses that we have in our body, and bringing them into a space where we realize we're whole, where we realize and access our humanity in a safe, erotic space. So that is what level one is. It is a 20-week course followed by a 4-day intensive retreat where we stay together. The course is offered completely online. You can attend the retreat when you are ready. You do the training online. And when you're ready to attend the retreat, you come and stay with me. And we pull it off in some pretty nice locations. I try to keep it affordable. So accommodations, food, all of that is included. And I try to keep it affordable because here's the answer. It's back, babe. I try to keep it affordable because I know that this is one of the biggest hangups for people to attend these courses. And what stopped me from getting certified, I paid almost $10,000 for my good Lord, these bugs, for my I paid almost $10,000 for my massage therapy program alone, right? I look at some other programs and they're really expensive, and I know, and many of them don't have payment plans or scholarships. I'll talk about mine. And that makes it hard for us to attend them. Also, we are often distracted. We have husbands or girlfriends or wives or boyfriends or lover friends or babies or, triads or companies that really draw our attention. And so that retreat where we pull away from everything and we just focus on touch for 3 and 5 days, We just focus on meditation. We're stretching our bodies, we're moving, we're seeing what it's like to actually be in the practice. Nothing can compare to that. So I try to host that in spaces. We did it here. We've done it here in Costa Rica a few times, Puerto Rico, places where it's easy to get to from the US. Sorry, I know you're in London. We got to get one on that side of the pond. We haven't had one yet over there, but that it really um, helps it be affordable. So that's why I don't do it in the contiguous 48. It is expensive often to try and find a space where I can house 10 to 14 people, and not be in the sticks. I don't do Green Book. I don't do sundown towns. So that limits me to where I'm going to experience. So we just leave. We go somewhere that's scenic, that's peaceful, and that's available to you. So. One is where you start. So actually, before you start there, you start with the Tantra 101s. And that will vary depending on who you are and where you're at. So some people have been like you're a yoga teacher, right? So or you're a massage therapist already. So you probably don't need touch or breath or movement. Like these are things that we're trying to get you to a certain like basic level of knowledge, just like we did for undergrad, or like you would have to do if you go to undergrad, where you got to get a certain basic level of knowledge before you can start taking the more advanced classes. Level one is the first of of the advanced classes. So I'm going to show you what the rest of them look like right now. So we go through level one. This is 20 weeks. And then from here, you move into level two, which is the sex doula, another 20 weeks. Now, I do offer intensives, so you can come and stay for 14 days in retreat or for 10 days in retreat for both the sex doula and the level one and level two. If doing 20 weeks feels like it won't work for your brain or your lifestyle, but this is the course. So there's level one, level two, and level three. When you finish level three, you are a certified sex coach. So that's when after you complete level two and level one, level two, then you can apply to study privately with me for 10 weeks, where you move through an intensive self-study program. I help you. You get clients. I work with you and with clients. We have clients that come in. I bring them in to work with you, and then so that's 50 hours of that you have about that. But so the sex doula work in the work of the sex doula, much like the birth or death doula, we are guiding a lover through and beyond the sexual experience. Um, that means addressing unresolved sexual trauma, sharing mindful sex practices, teaching desire and consent, how to acknowledge it, how to voice it, how to communicate it, how to hear other people's communication. We often demonstrate sexual acts, showing people how to participate in things. This is pleasure-based sex education. We explore gender and sexuality with people who are unsure about where they're at, where their gender identity sits. We explore kink safely. We show how to use sex toys. The list goes on and on and on. How do you do any of this without being intimate? You are going to be intimate. This is very intimate work. You might not be having sexual intercourse. That is definitely a choice that you get to make. I'm gonna take a picture of this ant. There's so many of them now that I'm noticing. All right. Level three is the sex coach, which I talked about. This is, and we, just so you know, like one of the other things is that we have to acknowledge in colonialist America, colonialist United States of America, is that there are organizations right now that are working very diligently to create certain parameters and guidelines as to who can teach what where, especially as it relates to sex. So ASECT is one of those organizations, and there's quite a few others, some of which I align with and have worked towards making sure that we are accredited through. And but I've gone through this already. When I started massage school, there were only massage licenses necessary in 12 states. Now they're necessary in 48 of the 50. there's something to really realize, that this regulation of healing, this co-opting of traditional ancestral healing and then regulating it is happening. It will always happen. First, they will tell you that you shouldn't do it and that sex is bad and it should be reserved like this. And then they will say, oh no, it's magical and it's healing, but only we can heal. Only if you get approved through us do you get to heal. These are gatekeepers, and we see this often in colonialism. This is what happens, right? This is why cultural appropriation is fought against. This is why how racism and ethnocentrism shows up, how xenophobia shows up. So so yeah. Anyway, I just want to let you know that we in my program we are making sure that we're staying, because I want to make sure that when you make this kind of investment, that as you move forward, that you are also recognized as a healer if laws change, and that you're not edged out. We are established as an institution so that we can do that, so that we can be an accrediting agency, and also we are partnered with other accrediting agencies as well.